I see this mistake a lot, and I have definitely made this mistake before myself while learning color theory and seasonal color analysis. The mistake is thinking that value and contrast are the same thing. Value and contrast are different. I will explain why in a minute. Hi, I'm Michaela, and in my channel I share about color analysis, wardrobe building, and image consulting in general. If you're interested in learning about these, make sure to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up. It helps to support my channel and allows me to keep making more videos. Back to the topic of this video, which is value and contrast. Let's start with the basics. Value is the observance of how light or dark a color is. When you add black to a color, it becomes darker. When you add white to a color, it becomes lighter. A color that has been darkened by adding black is called a shade, and a color which has been lightened by adding white is referred to as tint. For example, a dark midnight blue is a shade of blue, whereas a light baby blue is a tint of blue. This translates into your features in the same way. Your features can be in any place in the value scale. It can go from light to medium light, to medium value, to medium dark, and to dark value, and so on. Contrast, on the other hand, is the difference in value between two or more colors. The easiest example is white and black. On the value scale, these are on the extreme ends and therefore have a lot of contrast between them. Two medium value colors will have low contrast because their values are similar. Another way you can point out contrast is by seeing how far apart two colors are on the color wheel. Two hues which sit on opposite sides of the color wheel will have very high contrast, such as yellow and purple. Yellow has light value and purple has dark value. Therefore, these two colors are highly contrasting. When colors are similar to each other or close to each other, they will have low contrast because of similar values. You can also take the same color hue, let's say blue for example, add black to it and create a dark blue, dark value. Add white to it and create a light blue, light value. These two blues will also have contrast because of their difference in value. Another aspect that creates contrast is brightness. First, let me explain chroma. Chroma in color theory refers to how bright or soft a color is. High chroma colors are said to be highly saturated or vivid. Low chroma colors are said to be muted or dull. What happens to a low chroma color is that both white and black are added to it. White and black together make gray, so the color is subdued. Okay, so to summarize, hue is just another name for color. Value is how dark or light a color is by adding white or black. When you add dark, it's called a shade, and when you add white, it's called a tint. Contrast is the difference in value between two or more colors. Chroma is how bright or muted a color is. A low chroma is a hue with gray added to it, and a high chroma is a hue that is saturated or intense. Now, I can explain how a bright spring, for example, can have a high contrast but have a medium value, or a true autumn have low chroma or a muted appearance but have a darker value than a bright spring. A lot of you were confused as of why bright springs have high contrast. This is where the original 4 seasons isn't enough to explain our colors, and we add chroma to the color dimensions to have a more accurate 12 seasons color analysis. Highly saturated colors can create contrast in the features because the brightness in the features compared to the value of the skin tone create a difference in value when we see them in black and white. This doesn't mean though that bright springs have dark value. If we compare them to an autumn palette, a true autumn for example, you can see the difference is the chroma and not the value. Springs have a clear chroma while autumns have a muted chroma. Especially bright spring, who have the brightest chroma of all, only comparable to bright winter, its sister season. Winter and spring are clear seasons, and summer and autumn are soft seasons. meaning that the chroma in summer and autumn is muted compared to winter and spring seasons whose chroma is bright. Of course, how bright and how muted they are is when they then divide into 3 in each season, or subseasons as some call it, because they all have slightly different color dimensions. If you're interested in learning more about this topic, watch my other videos on my channel. It helps to support my channel so I can create more of these videos to share with you. I really hope this video was helpful and that it wasn't too much. You can always rewatch it to have better understanding. Don't forget to subscribe, give a thumbs up, leave a comment, and all those good things. Thank you so much. See you on my next video. Ciao.